make sure the mic is on from here on out. I talked to you guys twice and didn't have the mic on. I was pissed off. I was flowing too. Y'all anyway. Check it out, man. Beyonce goes off on 50 Cent for paying fees for Jay-Z's love child. They call it a love child. Hey, check it out, man. I ain't gonna play no music. The album is up on whatever my distro kid. It's 10 songs on the album. And that's, they up there. And the album release date is August the 1st. So we're going to start dropping a link where I think we're going to do a group link that you can click on, and you can select whatever streaming platform you use or whatever. You know how that go. But also on our other channel, we're pushing the other channel, man. Y'all check out Before the Stage. It's called Before the Stage, sponsored by the Music Recording Network and Uncle Mike. And there I'm gonna be talking about more things that's deeper into the music industry, recordings and stuff like that, instead of this type of stuff, like how major record labels, major recording artists, where they messed up at, stuff like that, how to get your music exposed and everything, and doing some reaction videos, and also doing videos on how to tweak vocals, how to mix and master vocals, all the stuff that I do. If you want to support and check some of them videos out, if Uncle Mike ain't putting the videos up fast enough, we dropping almost 5-6 videos a day. So, hey, it's my job. Okay. I'm flowing, baby. I'm flowing. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Beyonce goes off. I think this one of them clickbait channels. That's what I think. Oops, I was supposed to say that at the end to here. So don't say that to the end. Anyway, let's check it out, man. See what it is, man. I don't know. This is the first time I'm reacting to it. I don't think 50 Cent paid for this guy to go to court. Well, maybe he did. We about to find out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Say what now? Not 50 Cent paying the lawyer fees for Jay-Z's estranged son to drag him to court, and even paying him to be part of his documentary about Diddy and Jay. Oh, baby, it's getting messy out here. And from the looks of it, it's not going to be long before Jay-Z and Beyonce are exposed for all the evil things they've been getting up to all these years. Just recently, Nicki Minaj was on Twitter going off on Jay, even posted receipts that prove that he not only owes her over $200 million, but he collaborated with some industry executives to try and ruin her career. Before we could get a hang of what the hell that was about and how he ended up owing her that much money to begin with, his son, who he has been denying since the beginning of time, popped out again, and this time he has concrete evidence to prove that Jay is indeed his father.
You are the father.
The estranged son in question is called Rymir Satterthwaite, and he has been going back and forth with Jay-Z about this since 2010. He claims that Jay knocked up his deceased mother, Wanda, when she was just 16. Wanda was still alive when Rymir started this court battle with Jay, but she passed away in 2019. Prior to her death, she wrote a signed affidavit to the Daily Mail, telling them how she and Jay met and how he apparently slept with her without protection during a one-night stand. She said that after multiple failed attempts to get Jay to claim Rymir, she was forced to put her then boyfriend Robert Graves on his birth certificate as the father. But here's the thing though, she lied to her.
It's funny how there's so many stories with a different twist. This person is saying that she was forced to put the boyfriend's name on the thing. That's not what I heard.
She said that after multiple failed attempts to get Jay to claim Rymir, she was forced to put her then boyfriend Robert Graves on his birth certificate.
That's a lie. That's a straight up lie, y'all. You don't have to put any father down on the birth certificate. Who forced you? That's a lie, man. God dang. So that's a lie right there, because another chat video said that she was in a coma, or she was not in a coma, but she was knocked out or something, and the boy put his name on the birth certificate, right? And And the reason why he did it so he can get more, not what you call it, food stamps or whatever. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all can't even get the little simple stuff right. Oh, man, that right there burns me up.
Slept with her without protection during a one-night stand. She said that after multiple failed attempts to get Jay to claim Rymir, she was forced to put her then-boyfriend Robert Graves on his birth certificate as the father. But here's the thing, though. She lied to her boyfriend that Rymir was his knocking hood and, well, that was another's child. Now, as I said, Rymir was already going after Jay prior to his mama's death, but he became even more persistent when she died. People are convinced that the reason Jay had been playing hide-and-seek with Rymir and refusing to take a paternity test is because he doesn't want people to know that he slept with a 16-year-old child. According to Rymir's godmother, Lily Colley, Jay actually responded positively when Wanda first reached out to him about Rymir, and they even talked about Rymir's music talent and whether it was a good time to put him on his record label. But suddenly different lawyers got involved and their attitude completely changed. I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, given that Wanda was allegedly underage. Since then, there has just been a whole bunch of mistakes, oversights, and collusion between our lawyers and Sean's lawyers, which is why we have to fight back, and we're not giving up. In an explosive interview, Rymir accused Jay-Z of paying lawyers and judges to bury this case so it doesn't see the light of day. He even went as far as accusing his own lawyers, who he lays out of pocket, of also being paid off by Jay to sabotage the case.
And a lot of things that's going on still in our court system. I'm just trying to keep the world really aware, because this is something that's going on continuously on a daily basis with maybe many different people. So as I said, I was in a major court. Me, my mom, my godmom, we've been in court for many years, and it's just been crazy. Like as I said before, it's been crazy. We've been going in there. I don't feel like we've been getting our rights really appreciated. So important to deal with, because all the fraud on the court, if we just let that, just pass and not say anything about it, they will continue to do anything they want. This is not just with us, it's with people in the world. Like a lot of fraud and a lot of collusion that's just been going on and just been looked over was never supposed to happen. Like, and I will not let that pass. I'm not letting the lawyers get away with that. They will not go in the courtroom of justice and just lie like that and continue to get praised off it, or, use this lie to benefit off all these years. Like, we've been going to court, putting our hard-earned money out there, and we going in there to fight fraud. That's just that's craziness. That's really craziness. And I don't think nobody in the world should have to go through that. You going in there, you paying your hard-earned money. You got these lawyers that just frauding and doing anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because if you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, this continue to overlook fraud it's just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know what else we can do to help you guys believe that it's something crazy going on with this case. Like honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong but come in here, tell you guys the truth, put our life on the line, come to every court case and give you 100% plus of us. And basically we just got stepped on, and basically, just try to get dragged through the system. But no, we won't let that go. That's not us. We're not we're not letting this go, and we will continue to fight, like, especially for fraud and collusion that's been going on. No, I will not let nobody just put that on my name, my mother's name, my godmother's name. We will fight for what is right, like we've been doing all these years.
Rymir and his god.
That's a shame, man. When you in any situation, man, if you know you right, you know that person is wrong. You feel it in your gut. You got the proof. You take it to court. Everything. My mother, the mother knows. She knows, especially if she was with only two people and one of the people already took the test. Somebody got her pregnant. She ain't just pop up by herself. The mother knows she was with Jay-Z. Jay-Z knows he was with her. Now, she's saying it's mine. You know, you just hoping it ain't yours. You know you've been with her, and you know she was underage. And y'all using every dollar you got, well, not every dollar. You're using money to manipulate the court system because it can be done, because it's ran by human beings. Human beings is suckers, man. Them judges and them people in them courts, they know that they doing this little boy wrong. He don't have enough money to make them overturn what's happening. But they don't realize that this guy right here is not going to give up. So we got to wait and see. The day is the 18th. Yep, the day is the 18th. Jay-Z got an answer. According to what I heard in this stuff, man, I need to file. I got to talk to ChatGPT. That's my partner again. To see about starting to get the court papers, man. Here we go, man.
My name, my mother's name, my godmother's name. We will fight for what is right, like we've been doing all these years.
Rymir and his godmother, Lily, appeared in an interview with Liz Crokin, and this is what they had to say.
Do you think that it seemed that Jay-Z, via his people, were willing to work something out behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden that stopped? Why do you think that he is refusing to take a paternity test and stopped, working with you all behind the scenes? What was driving that, in your opinion?
Well, part of it was a rumor that was told that he didn't like the fact that this particular case was in the public, and he had a problem with Rymir putting it in the public, which was not Rymir, was his mother. So basically, in a nutshell, I just believe that was a big part of it. He didn't like the fact that it was in public. There was a time that Mr. Carter was trying to resolve the matter in the very beginning.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
You know what I say to him? He don't like the fact that Rymir put it in the public. But if he don't like the fact, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to cuss this time. Fuck him, man. Fuck him. If I really feel as though somebody doing me wrong and they don't like the fact that I put it in the public, fuck them. I don't care what you think. First of all, you the one doing me wrong, daddy. That's bull. Oh my God. Here we go.
He is refusing to take a paternity test and stopped, working with you all behind the scenes. What was driving that, in your opinion?
Listen to this.
Well, part of it was a rumor that was told that he didn't like the fact that this particular case was in the public, and he had a problem with Rymir putting it in the public, which was not Rymir, was his mother. So basically, in a nutshell, I just believe that was a big part of it. He didn't like the fact that it was in public. There was a time that Mr. Carter was trying to resolve the matter in the very beginning, and he was doing it in the best interest of Rymir. And then somewhere he left his heart and started thinking with his head.
Do you think part of it is because Wanda was 16?
Yeah, well, definitely that's the big part of it. The allegations that we have, that the affidavit says that Wanda was 16 and he was 22. That's in Wanda's own words.
Right.
So therefore, that would be something that would make some people uncomfortable.
Right. Well, it's a crime. But for the record, you did tell me that Wanda told you that she did tell Jay-Z that she was of legal age. Is that true?
Right. She did tell me that she told him she was 18 or something, whatever she told him.
Lily revealed that their lives have been getting threatened since they started going after Jay, and even brought up the fact that both her and Rymir have been getting followed around. She even claimed that...
Let me know in the comments, because that's a great question. If a person is 21 or older, adult, and if they have, I think I know what the answer is. if they have S with a minor that's under 18, that's the age, right? If the person say, I'm 18, if the person telling you that they 18, but they really 16 or 17, right? If they said it out their mouth that they 18 or older, is that still the R word? Can you still get in trouble for that? That's a great question. Y'all let me know in the comments on that one, because I'm almost sure I know what the answer is. The answer is yes, you can still get in trouble. You know, kids lie. It's your job to ask for ID or ask for proof or whatever. So I think the answer is yes, you can still get in trouble. Even though she said, I told him I was 21 when I was only 16.
At one time,
That's
Rymir's
crazy.
house was broken into, and the people who broke into it threatened to come back and harm him if he didn't drop the case. It got so bad that Rymir had to go to the police for help several times. But of course, Jay has the feds on his payroll too, so those reports went straight to the gutter.
Yeah.
He had to go to the police about several things. There's people, like he said, came into the property. Some of them knocked on Rymir's window. They wanted Rymir to drop the case. This was early on. There's been a lot of what they call intimidation.
And get this, y'all, Rymir said since Jay refuses to do the DNA test, he tried to do one online by tracing his ancestry back to Jay's ancestry, but the results were conveniently tampered with and he never even ended up receiving it. Apparently, this was the same way Jay's other estranged daughter, Letitia Mae Soar, took to get him to claim her after several attempts.
Dude, look at the nose on the female, though.
Results were conveniently tampered with and he never even ended up receiving it. Apparently, this was the same way.
Look at the nose on the female, man. I don't know about this one right here, but I think it's official that she is the daughter. You are the father. I think it's official.
Jay's other estranged daughter, Letitia Mae Soar, took to get him to claim her after several attempts to get Jay to do a DNA test. It turns out that after she got her results, she was allegedly paid off and signed an NDA not to talk about it anymore.
But we use ancestry.com, and that's basically say they didn't give me my paperwork back. Like, you know, I did the swab and spit in it and it gets sent it to them. And when I called to try to get my information, basically it was an error, and I never heard of that.
There was an error. They wouldn't give you your paperwork?
Yeah, they won't give me my paperwork from ancestry.com. Now you have people saying use 23andMe. And I just want people to know, like, the courts got my DNA. So if they wanted to test my DNA, for me just to keep spending all this money, these guys can test this, Jay-Z and them, you know, and I'm just the judges. They have everything they need. So obviously I'm not out of the fight, and I won't stop. It's not just about no Jay-Z. I'm not just chasing Jay-Z. That's not what it's about. My mom passed away fighting this case until she was gone. So that's more important to me than anything.
Well, recently this case got brought up again after Jay-Z tried to get the case thrown out of court. But after looking at the evidence, the judge wasn't having it and they denied his motion. He then filed another motion, and this time he was calling the whole situation a decade-long harassment. He said, the fabricated allegations and claims have been addressed and rejected in multiple other courts, and continued harassment and disregard of those orders has already resulted in a contempt order. Now, while all this was going on, 50 Cent stepped into the chat and he trolled Jay-Z for failing to dead this case even after years of trying to silence Rymir. To make matters even worse, word on the street is 50 Cent recently added Rymir to his upcoming documentary about Diddy and Jay, and that because of this, he is paying for Rymir's court fees so he can keep his case with Jay going for as long as he needs to. This wasn't surprising to people because, as I said, 50 has been at this for a while, especially after Diddy got arrested. He made several posts, including this picture of Jay's face on a milk jar with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay LOL? Puff said the man ain't answering his phone." He followed it up with another photo of Jay with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy Jet lol." Just when we thought 50 was done being petty, he posted this extremely unflattering photo of Jay-Z and said in the caption, "Jay in hibernation, he ain't coming outside till this ish with Puff blow over, no brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL, I'm all you got him outside." Now when it comes to this case with Rymir, 50 didn't hold back from giving his opinion when he posted a photo of Rymir and Diddy with the caption, "Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted Rymir's request to move forward with his case. And the judge has demanded Jay-Z to respond to Rymir paternity lawsuit, by July 18th.
Which is today.
Jay-Z. But guess who isn't so happy?
See, respond to it. Okay, I'm gonna wait to the end.
Getting himself involved in this.
Beyonce.
Apparently, she is pissed off that this case is still ongoing and 50 is trying to make it even bigger by putting it in his documentary. In fact, according to Rymir's godmother, Lily, Beyonce is the reason why Jay has still not claimed Rymir. She said Beyonce was extremely uncomfortable with the fact that Jay wanted to claim Rymir, and because of this, she convinced him to keep everything under wraps.
You have told me that you believe that Beyonce may have been one of the reasons why there wasn't a resolution.
I do believe that. Like in the very beginning, they didn't have a daughter, and there was seemed like we were understanding there was complications in getting conceived, etc.
Right.
And I felt like that would make some women, and it seemed like her, she would fit that bill, uncomfortable about him having a fully grown son with a talent.
Right.
So I do believe that she had a problem. If it was true, she would have a problem with the fact that Rymir was in the picture or coming in the picture, because that was a vulnerable time.
Right.
But clearly now, 10 years later, 12 years later, you would think somebody would say, hey, let's just get this out of the way.
Now, it's unclear how true all this is, but people had their own thoughts, like this person who said the DNA tests need to be done inside the courtroom in front of Rymir, Jay-Z, lawyers, and the judge, with the results tested right in the courtroom. Another person said, as a wife and mother, I would think Miss Bey would want the truth so this situation can be put to rest. What kind of woman does not want her husband to take responsibility for being a parent to all of his kids? This young man did not ask to be born here. Jay, take the test and stop stalling. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Beyonce allegedly trying to cover all this up? And do you think 50 is right for including this in his documentary? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.
Beyonce bisexual affair exposed women's before Jay-Z. What? That could be true too, man. I don't know. TU, that I think you just made one mistake. But if I was 50 Cent and I'm doing a documentary on Jay-Z and Puffy and Drake, expose all this industry stuff, I would pay for the man legal fees too. I mean, I got it like that, and he's struggling with 2 jobs. He jumped out there and told the people, he said, I got my own money. I work 2 jobs. Don't tell people you got 2 jobs, man. That sounds like you broke. I got 3 jobs. I know a guy at work, he told me he got 4 jobs. 4 jobs, man. You lazy man. Strong man like you should have 16 jobs, man. What is wrong with you, man? Only 4 jobs? Oh my gracious, man. We thinking the wrong way, man. We are thinking the wrong way when it comes down to this thing called money. So I'm thinking that 50 Cent may have. Talking about word on the street. I don't know. I mean, where they getting this word from, man? I don't know, the grapevine. Y'all let me know. I bet you any amount of money. If I was a gambling man, the way 50 Cent moving in these streets, shoot, how much is lawyer fees? For him, probably less than $10,000. I know it's less than $10,000. That's like $10 to 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Oh, I meant to play something at the end, but I'll do it on the next video, man. I'm gonna start showing some of these videos. Peace out, y'all.